significant success in terms of inclusive growth. What has your policy been towards inclusive growth in Bangladesh?
The financial inclusion has been my strategic agenda, and with financial inclusion we have been able to maintain financial stability. I need to explain that how these two are interconnected. If you have deposits from millions of people, there will be a strong base for liquidity, and even if a certain percentage of those depositors leave a bank, but you still have a substantial base for liquidity, so that will not be unsustainable. If you really give loans to many entrepreneurs, particularly small and medium entrepreneurs, thousands of them, they will not walk out of the bank all on a sudden. Maybe someone will go, someone will come in. So you have a stability on the loan distribution as well. So from both sides, so you have a diverse kind of deposits, and also you have diverse uses of that deposits to various types of entrepreneurs. So that gives a lot of stability in the financial sector. Of late, banks are really moving towards smaller entrepreneurs, towards farmers, sharecroppers, small and medium entrepreneurs, particularly women entrepreneurs, out of their corporate social responsibility. They want to reach the people, and this creates a lot of domestic demand. The income of the smaller segments goes up, and that creates a domestic demand. And in a global financial crisis situation, if you can increase domestic demand, even if the external demand weakens, say for example exports to Europe at the moment is weakening because of their lower demand, but if we can make that up, if we can compensate that with a higher domestic demand within the country, then you still become stable. So I have followed that policy, and that financial inclusion policy has led to a very sustainable 6+ growth. And again, the growth is a quality growth. The growth has happened without really increasing the income inequality index called Gini coefficient.
Obviously, one of the main focuses, and to some degree we can credit technology, and in particular your policy towards technology, as really improving the situation not only in the financial sector but also abroad. Would you tell us a little bit about your position towards technology?
We have automatic clearinghouse. We have an automatic credit information bureau online. Earlier it used to take months to clear a loan application, whether they are default or not, the defaulter or not. But now you can do it in seconds. We have a automatic dashboard, online dashboard, that will tell you which bank is doing what in foreign exchange, loans and portfolios. We have a national payment switch now in place, so everyone making a payment touches our switch, and that has been encouraging the e-commerce. There was not even one e-commerce site in Bangladesh, but over the last 5 years, thousands of them have really come up. So we didn't have a mobile banking here in Bangladesh, but by 2011 we gave a guideline for mobile banking. You will be happy to know as many as 25 million bank accounts have been opened on the mobile bank alone. This is something which is more than $50 million transaction taking place every day, and 80% of the rickshaw pullers you see in Dhaka, they make regular payment to their families through mobile banks. All the maids, all the drivers, all the garment girls, they regularly use mobile phones to pay to their families, to all the utilities and others. All of these are happening through mobile. So we will be one of the fastest growing nation in terms of mobile financial services in the world in a couple of months' time. As of today, we are second largest in the world.
Obviously, looking back on the last 10 years, Bangladesh has seen staggering growth figures, 6% plus for the last 10 years. Where do you see Bangladesh in the next, say, 5 to 10 years in terms of its growth?
There is no limit to our dream, actually. We really want to have a growth which is double digit, and that is achievable. I tell you, if we have peace in the society, if there is an inclusive kind of growth process which is going on, if we can sustain this, double digit growth is our dream. But I know that that is not immediately feasible. So our target, this year is to have at least 6.5, percent growth. Next year we want to go 7%. The next year we want to go 8%, and at one stage we want to go double digits. So that's the scenario. By 2021, we should be able to grow in the double digits if we can put all the infrastructures, because one of our deficits is our infrastructure, which is pulling us behind, and for that matter we need huge amount of energy, and for that matter we need huge amount of foreign direct investment.